Visualization. It is probably the most important thing that you can do mentally prepare for a fight, and here's how you do it correctly. What is going on, guys? It is Dylan the Machete here. I have had 22 Muay Thai fights all up, 16 of them being professional. I have won 14 of those professional fights, and we are going to be speaking about visualization. So the fights that I've focused on visualization the most are the times that I've had my best performances. They're the times I've either knocked my opponent out, or they're the times I haven't really gotten hit in the fight. And it is definitely a massive thing that I believe every fighter should do before their fight to prepare mentally as well as physically. But why visualization? Visualization makes you feel like you've already been in the fight before you're in the fight. It makes you feel comfortable in the ring. It just makes it so much more like it's a normal thing. That's why also fighting consistently is a very important thing as an amateur, and even if you're in Thailand fighting pro, it's very important to fight consistently. But the more you visualize, the more the ring is going to feel like home, the more free you're going to feel. It just helps so much. So how do you do it correctly? The trick with visualization, it's a very important trick, and it is to focus on the way you feel, not just what you're seeing. What do I mean by this? So you need to focus on every part before the fight, leading up to the fight, and you need to focus on how you're feeling. So how do you do this? I always start my visualizations out from the moment that I get to the venue, or I might even do it while I'm leaving the gym or I'm leaving my hotel room. I might do it at weigh-ins, whatever I need to do. So I'm going to focus on weigh-ins, get into the fight, like leading up to the fight. I might even visualize the whole day of just like feeling calm. So the way that I do it is I always visualize myself getting to the venue, and I visualize myself feeling relaxed and almost as if I'm not even going to fight. And then we slowly go up into the part where I'm getting my hands wrapped. And when I'm visualizing getting my hands wrapped, I've obviously got my eyes closed while I'm doing this. I'm putting my hands out, and most of the time when I'm visualizing, I can actually feel the hands getting wrapped while I'm sitting down and doing this. That's how you know you're doing the visualization right. You got to feel it. And then I will visualize myself getting my tie oil put in. You're going to smell it, and you're going to put little cues for these things. So say, for example, you're getting your hands wrapped and they're slowly going around, and you say to yourself, this is what I say to myself, these hand wraps don't come off until the job is done. Okay, what is the job? The job is to destroy my opponent. The job is to stay focused and present on the task at hand. The job is to, you can say whatever you want. You know, there are plenty of things that you can say when it comes to that. When I'm getting my tie oil rubbed on, I get into a sense of, okay, this is where the calmness, I'm still calm and relaxed, but now I'm getting mentally switched on. So the smell of the tie oil, what does it smell like? What does it feel like on my skin? And you're just building a mental picture of everything that's going to happen in the lead up to the fight, because the thing about that is you can control what happens before the fight. You can do your best to control what happens in the fight, but at the end of the day, you're in a fight, you're in a fist fight, you're in there with another trained fighter. You can't really control that. So you need to focus on what you can control for your visualization and really make it seem like that you've been there before. And the thing with this visualization is, for the first few times, it's going to feel like you're not experiencing what you want to experience. Normally, the first 2 or 3 times I do this in fight camp, I'm having certain emotions that I don't like coming out, and that's completely normal. But the thing about that is, the more you visualize it and the more you tell yourself what you want to feel, you're going to end up creating that in your mind. And then by the time you get to fight time, you're going to be feeling so much better. So there have been times where I haven't visualized, and then I've had those fearful thoughts and those fearful feelings come up right before the fight, and then I've got to deal with those. But every time I've visualized before a fight, I'm always feeling confident, relaxed, and ready to get in there, feeling good before the fight. And that's where you want to get to. So if you're having these fearful thoughts, they're normal. If you keep visualizing and you're not dealing with those thoughts right, it might be something else going on in the background, whether it be, it could be anything to do with confidence, which a confidence video is either coming out or it's already out. Check it out on my channel. It'll be down there once it's out. So have a look at that video. Make sure that you've kind of dialed in everything, and then start your visualization process. I like to start it about a week out from the fight, but because in Thailand I'm fighting so often as well, I'll normally do it 5 days, just because I'm always in fight mode. 5 days, visualize every day, at least once a day. Closer to the fight, when I'm cutting weight and I'm doing all that, I'm visualizing constantly, 3, 5, 6, 7, as many times as I want, and as many times as I feel is necessary. Now, what about the fight itself? It is important to visualize the fight, but you can't visualize everything from the fight. For example, my last fight on Eruption in Australia, I was visualizing myself punching my opponent on the ropes, landing good leg kicks, landing my left kick, landing my teep. All of these things happened in the fight, and I was already mentally ready for it. For my last fight, I was visualizing myself landing good boxing combos, landing good knees, teeps, and landing my left kick hard. These are all things that you can control, and they're things that you can have a look at. But you also got to visualize yourself being in bad points, whether it be like, okay, I'm fighting a good puncher and a good leg kicker. Okay, he's kicked my leg. Okay, I'm hurt. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to breathe. I'm going to be calm. I'm going to make sure that I'm checking from now on. Or maybe you get hit with a big head kick. Okay, now I'm down on the canvas, but okay, deep breath, stand up. I'm ready. I'm good to go. I've never been knocked down in a fight, so I haven't had to deal with that. But you constantly going over these visualizations is going to really help it when you do face adversity in a fight. Because I have faced adversity in a fight, and I've been in some tough fights, and I believe this visualization process and this general mental toughness and hard training has gotten me through those hard fights. So guys, if you want a visualization guide and you want me to kind of walk over the visualization, kind of have a voiceover of how I visualize, let me know in the comments below and I'll get that done for you. Have a great day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out that confidence video if you haven't already seen it. It'll either be up now or it'll be up in the next couple of days. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in.